the elder sister cruelly locked her disabled biological younger brother in an abandoned factory, doing so merely to vent her anger on behalf of her adopted brother. Little did she expect that as soon as she left, the factory exploded. It turned out that the man was once a promising genius painter. His academy had planned to send him to an international competition, aiming for the championship. But just before the competition, he suddenly suffered an accident, leaving him paralyzed in both legs, with fractured hands, and even bound to a urinary catheter for life. He had clung to the last shred of family affection when his sister and fiancé offered to spend 3 times the usual cost to treat him. That is, until one day, he accidentally overheard their conversation and finally woke up to the truth.
Kelvin only had to miss the contest. Now he's stuck, with a urine bag for life.
Isn't it perfect? Now Luther will take the first place.
None of it was an accident. It was all a scheme they'd plotted, just to clear the way for the adopted brother. His sister even thought, even if my biological brother is disabled, he can still live well on the family's wealth, but the adopted son can only turn his life around through this competition. Yet even after he was disabled, they weren't satisfied. They went further, spreading rumors that he'd bribed the judges, branding him with infamy to cut off any chance of a comeback. From a genius painter to a scorned wreck, with family ties shattered and no future ahead, he was so devastated that he once thought of ending his life. Just then, a mysterious call came in. The caller claimed to have developed a new product that could help him recover physically, asking if he wanted to try it.
Why me? Because only the broken can truly rise from the ashes.
A glimmer of hope ignited in the man. He agreed immediately, but when he returned home, his adopted brother not only flaunted his trophy in front of him arrogantly, but even pretended to slip down the stairs while helping him back to his room, framing him for pushing him. To his surprise, his sister and fiancé didn't blame him openly, but that night, his fiancé secretly added a sedative to a glass of milk, under the pretense of adding sugar, and brought it to him. The man just took a whiff and was certain it contained a sleeping agent, so he pretended to be fast asleep. Sure enough, it wasn't long before his fiancé sneaked into his room. Seeing him completely unconscious, she immediately called in several strong men to drag him out of bed and give him a beating. What they didn't know was that the man endured the torture wide awake the entire time. The fiancé, somewhat hesitant, asked the sister if this was going too far, but the sister retorted, he didn't hold back when he pushed the adopted brother. This is just a little lesson. The next day, the two hypocritically said they'd prepare a birthday party for him when in reality, they planned to take the adopted brother on a trip under this pretext. Even the gift they gave him was just a leftover from the adopted brother's things. Seeing this, the man's heart turned cold. He immediately prepared to contact the Medical Research Institute, but unexpectedly, the adopted brother walked into his room.
Sue, help me! Help me! Red, don't hit me! Luther! Luther, it's alright. You're fine.
The adopted brother repeated his old trick, making up another lie. He accused the man of hiring people to drive him out of the house, just to monopolize their sister's attention. Enraged, the sister confronted the man at once. Even though he said there was surveillance in his room that could prove his innocence, the two chose to believe the adopted brother's one-sided story without hesitation. To vent their anger for the adopted brother, they took the man straight to the abandoned factory, ordering him to reflect there for